Hello and welcome to Turnitin's VidBITs, where the teachers at Turnitin offer our best instructional tips. In this session, we'll focus on communicating consistent expectations. We'll cover key strategies for communicating consistent expectations to faculty and students, and what resources are available to help. Encouraging consistent expectations for evaluation and feedback across an institution requires strategic implementation, one that is significant in both the time and effort invested. Keep in mind the following best practices when planning to roll out such procedures at your institution. For some, federal or state guidelines dictate grade level expectations for skill proficiency. Otherwise, devote time to rolling out your institution's vertically articulated roadmap for all levels of learners so that instructors know which skills were previously covered and mastered, which skills should be introduced and practiced at their level, and where students should be by the end of the course. Once standards have been mapped vertically, draw directly from them when developing common evaluation tools. The consistent phrasing and domain-specific vocabulary will allow both students and faculty to trace the evolution of each standard and skill across grade levels or the progression of courses. Go beyond yes and no checklists of criteria and articulate what proficiency looks like, what it looks like to exceed expectations, and what it looks like to fall short. Be sure to differentiate criteria and dimensions of the task from one another. Areas where skills blend into more than one piece of evaluation criteria mean students could be penalized multiple times for failing to meet proficiency. The evaluation tool should enable instructors to identify and communicate precisely the performance level achieved for each skill. Practice scoring exemplar essays using the evaluation tools and come to a consensus on what differentiates performance levels from each other. Encourage teachers to cite concrete examples of criteria when making scoring decisions. Consider implementing this same activity with students to help familiarize them with evaluation criteria when giving them practice in what to look for when performing self-evaluations and peer reviews. Such exercises will encourage consistent, objective evaluation of student work, regardless of who performs the scoring. When asked to give feedback on a submission, encourage all evaluators to look to the evaluation tool for guidance and use its language to comment upon the degree to which criteria has or has not been met, and why. When providing formative feedback, keep in mind students' zones of proximal development and tailor comments to focus on criteria that will help them reach the next performance level, guiding them to make adequate progress toward individualized or yearly goals. Turnitin Feedback Studio is aligned to these best practices and offers several features to help instructors, coaches, and administrators communicate consistent expectations to students and staff. Rubrics illustrate multiple dimensions of a task and establish objective criteria for exceeding, meeting, and falling short of proficiency. In Feedback Studio, instructors can create new rubrics or upload them to evaluate student submissions. Administrators can implement consistent scoring tools by sharing uploaded rubrics with all faculty in an institution. Additionally, Feedback Studio provides several pre-populated rubrics that are expertly aligned to the grade level standards for each genre of writing, including subject-specific rubrics for content areas like STEM, social studies, and AP courses. These content-specific genre and grade level rubrics have corresponding quick mark sets that allow instructors to drag and drop comments onto student submissions and tie each comment to a specific rubric trait. Each quick mark set contains expertly crafted feedback that aligns explicitly to the rubric criteria and different performance levels of each trait. This enables instructors to directly connect each comment to the rubric category to which it relates. Comments were written to be accessible and actionable, meeting students where they are by providing guidance toward the criteria of the next performance level. While instructors can author and save comments for repeated use, administrators can provide a consistent feedback experience for students by sharing quick mark sets with all faculty. You can take a deeper dive into how to use rubrics, quick marks, or other Feedback Studio features by clicking on the links provided in the webpage description. Thanks for watching our VidBIT on communicating consistent expectations. Visit us at Turnitin.com to learn more.